Tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. We've got Smith. Jimmy Butler is out there with John Morant. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal, and it's Worthy in at the 3 slot. And for Dallas, Iverson is out there with Moncrief. Then it's Baylor. Then it's McGinnis, and it's Gilmore in at the 5. And with the season started up, these teams, Clark, certainly looking to hit the ground running this year.
Kevin, first impressions are important. A strong performance now in the early going can really alleviate some of the stress and bumps down the line and help your team build some positive momentum.
Now here's Iverson. Now the pass to Baylor. Kicks it to Iverson. Fires for 3. Trains the three-pointer.
I don't think he's a point guard or a shooting guard. Iverson is a scoring guard. That's what he does. He can hurt you in a lot of different ways.
Here's Butler. Worthy, the pass to Butler. Shot from the top of the key. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You've got to admire and respect how Shaq fights for the rebounds there. I mean, he puts in the work to get those second chance looks.
Right wing. Here's Gilmore, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Passes it to Morant. Now here's Shaq. He's covered closely. Back to Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns.
That free throw missing. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Moncrief against Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Butler has never lacked the willingness to be aggressive and to hunt contact, and you got to love that toughness aspect about Jimmy Butler's game.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he makes the first.
In a league where everybody appears to be best friends, Jimmy Butler's a bit of a throwback. I mean, he plays the game with a real attitude and edge and only cares about winning. You got to respect that.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lambier's checked in. And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Iverson kicks to Moncrief. Knocked away. Elgin Baylor on the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Worthy down low. McGinnis covering. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He's a tough guy to guard anywhere on the floor. Shaq does a really good job using his body to gain position.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Grizzlies 4th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Iverson against Morant. Moncrief kicks to Baylor. Pass to Lambeer. Morant against Iverson. 5 on the clock. And then Lambeer with the dunk.
You can never question how hard Bill Lambeer works. His teammates appreciate how much he gets after it on the glass.
Pass to Worthy. Here's Butler from past the arc. It's rebounded by Baylor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
You know, the power and grace of Elgin Baylor, just too much to handle. This time he draws the foul.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Free throw good from Baylor.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
And so Baylor nails both of them. Memphis trailing here. Morant, the bounce pass. And there's the pass to Worthy. Back to Butler. Basket is good. The assist from Worthy.
Boy, quality find that time by Worthy. I'm sure he could have taken that shot himself, but he'd rather find a teammate with a better look.
Passes to Baylor. Pass to Iverson. Shot clock at 5. Moncrief against Butler. The Mavericks rebound. Baylor. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Worthy outside. Here's O'Neal and Shaq with the slam.
This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
As the head coach of the Mavericks did give me a few minutes to catch up. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Yeah, you've got to be aggressive defensively, no doubt. But at the same time, you don't want to send good shooters to the line. Play hard, be aggressive, but under control.
Now Iverson. He had 15 points last outing. Dallas calls timeout. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Okay, fans, time to make some noise for your D-Town crew. All right, let's hear it one more time for your favorite dance team, your D-Town crew.
Murphy against Morant. Shoots from 12. Butler against Moncrief. Butler on the way. 32 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston. And it's Smith missing. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Moncrief. Takes it inside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on James Worthy. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Moncrief.
You know, what makes Moncrief so great, beyond the athleticism, consistency, smarts, toughness, two-way playability, is his amazing strength for a guard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Chambers is checked in for Worthy. DeRozan comes in for Butler. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Morant. Moncrief hits them both. And here's Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Mercy against Chambers. At the elbow, Smith. Inside, 6 to shoot, and DeRozan throws it down.
Boy, how about how vertical DeRozan gets? Robs the defense of a chance to contest, and the bench, they are absolutely loving that.
Now, here is Murphy. Over to the wing, and it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Moncrief.
Coming over the floor for your left. Victor Oladipo.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Here is Kersey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Oladipo. That one off the back iron and out.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Oladipo. Following the score by Josh Smith. Kersey kicks to Oladipo. To the wing on the left. Murphy against Lowry. Baylor. It's good on the putback.
Wow, what you can do when you're that strong and graceful. Just tremendous hang time for a big man. And, of course, Baylor converts a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Lowry. That's a 2 from Smith. Rebounded by Lambier. Murphy with the ball. Good work defensively by Lowry. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's O'Neal. And he drops it in from the low post. Shaq's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the defense tries to slow Shaq down inside, but emphasis on tries because O'Neal just too strong.
Pass to Kersey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, Kersey is a really solid offensive player, but where he really makes his mark is as a lockdown defender.
And Kersey drops both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Bounce pass from Vucevic. Here's DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
You can't be overly aggressive with DeRozan. I mean, the second he senses and feels that you are, he'll take advantage of it.
Grizzlies have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
A free throw dropped for DeRozan.
Boy, the elevated playmaking from DeRozan has been a revelation of late. An all-around threat who still feels underappreciated by many, and I think that drives him quite a bit.
Both free throws good from DeRozan. 1:24 left in the first quarter. And Murphy kicks to Oladipo. Murphy passes to Baylor. Now here is Lambier. And the dunk by Baylor.
An explosive athlete, the precursor to the high flyers, prone to the spectacular. Baylor with the strong move.
Back to Lowry. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Vucevic kicks to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Takes it off the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Oladipo dishes to Lambeer. DeRozan against Gerson. Lambeer passes to Murphy. Oladipo for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. The pass to Lowry. Trying to find Vucevic. It's it to him. And there it is for him.
Nikola Vucevic.
And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
How about the concentration level of Vucevic? I mean, we often overlook that, but just keeping his hands steady on the shot attempts, even while getting bumped and roughed up a bit.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Mark, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
So on the floor for Memphis. Worthy out there with Vucevic. Then it's Morant. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Short in at the shooting guard position. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Morant against Iverson. Here's the floater. And it's Morant missing. Mavericks trail by 8. Baylor kicks to Iverson. Back to Baylor. Over Morant. The shot by Baylor, no good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Worthy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Worthy that time recognized the pressure and then drew the foul on the pump fake. That's just a smart basketball play there.
This is his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
And Memphis making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And he's good on the second. Mavericks trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Moncrief. And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, he just sees everything on the floor. Nice vision from Iverson to find the open man.
This is it to Short. Memphis moving it around. Outside Worthy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Short. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Boy, they keep feeding Shaq, and he keeps scoring. The big guy giving his team exactly what they want.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Baylor. Goes up at the stripe. The shot that time not on target. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Here's Short. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Butler passes to Short. Shoots over Moncrief. Short, no good. Mavericks trail by 9. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Not quite sure if Moncrief will take the shot or pass it when you're defending him. That time the defense a little too tight there.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good for Moncrief, and Memphis making a change here. Smith has checked in. Moncrief hits them both. The Grizzlies leading by 7. So timeout call here. The first for Memphis. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Okay, fans, time to make some noise for your D-Town crew.
And it's stolen by Moncrief. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's McGinnis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, nice floor awareness there from Sidney Moncrief. All about getting the rock to his open teammates.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this.
Worthy feeling it out a bit. Pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. And another miss by Memphis.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Mavericks have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Iverson.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, I love the heart Iverson plays with. Really special how he competes and never gives in. He's nicknamed the answer because he takes pride in proving doubters wrong.
Iverson against Morant. O'Neal inside. He picked up 33 points in their last one against the Rockets in Houston.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Moncrief the pass to Baylor. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The pass to Gilmore. The 19-foot shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Shaq.
Hey, give the defense credit for really good effort, but Gilmore's such a big guy. He's not backing down. And because he doesn't, he draws the foul.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Artis Gilmore is just a massive guy and strong, too. I mean, rugged, a center that is flat out a beast on both ends of the floor. Banged my head against that dude many a times. Was not fun.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The putback.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Morant passes to Worthy. Floats it up there for Morant. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And that one is hammered home.
Wanting to get his teammates in the rhythm, Iverson showing leadership with these types of passes.
Outside Worthy. Butler against Moncrief. Morant outside. Pass to Smith. 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And ever since he came straight out of high school into the NBA, there's always been a drive in Josh Smith. He plays like he's got something to prove.
The Grizzlies have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. The first free throw is good. Dallas making a switch here. Kersey's checked in. Smith hits them both. Now here's Iverson. Pass to Kersey. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to McGinnis. Worthy against Kersey. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. switch here. Murphy's checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Chambers is checked in for Worthy. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Butler. And it's Kyle Lowry in for John Morant. Here's Chambers. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Moncrief against DeRozan. Now Kersey. There's the pass to Murphy. And the rejection by Smith. And he gets it back. McGinnis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The offensive rebound. Shots good by Shaq. O'Neal's got 16 points.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Passes it to Murphy. Kersey with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kersey's got 4 this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Memphis leading. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And here's Kersey. He has 6. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
A free throw drop for DeRozan. Oladipo, he's checked in for the Mavericks. He doesn't get the second one.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Count that one. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Lowry's got his 2nd basket.
Well, a nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Kersey. Back to Oladipo. And he jams it with authority.
Yeah, and sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but Gilmore is a fierce competitor in the post, and it comes out in his rebounding more than anywhere else.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Chambers. Smith trying to break loose. Chambers can't make the basket.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
McGinnis against Lowry. Back to Smith. Over Murphy. Here's Shaq. Tries again. That's tipped.
Respect the reach of Gilmore because it's extensive. Makes blocking shots look really easy.
Kersey passes to McGinnis. He kicks to Oladipo. Out to the right wing. Murphy with the ball. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Dallas up 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running. So not a good quarter for us. You know, we just got to keep being aggressive defensively and be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. That was a rough ride in the first quarter for Dallas. They wasted no time putting themselves in a difficult situation, having some issues at both ends of the floor and falling behind by 8 points by the time the period came to a close. They got on a more positive track in the second quarter, coming together offensively and getting enough stops to come from behind and grab a 2-point lead at the half. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Kersey. McGinnis out there with Baylor. Then it's Iverson, and it's Moncrief in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Up top, Shaq, covered by Kersey. O'Neal dishes to Butler. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Baylor against Worthy. And stolen by Butler. And it's Memphis on the break. It's rebounded by Kersey. The Mavericks leading. Moncrief kicks to Iverson. Over Butler. Misses off the right iron. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Grizzlies. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Allen Iverson.
DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so I think it makes him hard to guard, especially from this area.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one drops. He ties it up. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Moncrief, the pass to Baylor. Back to Moncrief. And here is Iverson, guarded by Morant. Iverson kicks to Moncrief. Clock at 6. Let's go. And Butler sends it back.
Known for being an outstanding defender, Butler takes a lot of pride in finding ways to get it done in all aspects of defense, including shot denials.
O'Neal against Baylor. The pass to McGinnis. Back to Baylor. It's rebounded by Memphis. Shaq's got 11 rebounds in the game. Morant passes to Worthy for the lead. And O'Neal finishes inside. O'Neal's got 18 points in the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Outside Baylor. Passes to Gilmore. Back to Baylor. Oh, Worthy with the block. From deep, Iverson. Here's McGinnis. And McGinnis throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
All right, everyone. I want you to get out of your seats and make some noise! Look who's coming out on the floor, everyone. It's time to get rowdy, rowdy loud for your D-Town crew. Okay, fans, time to make some noise for your D-Town crew. Get out of your seats and on your feet for the D-Town crew.
Beers checked in from McGinnis. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Short. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Baylor kicks to Iverson. Pass to Moncrief. Back to Iverson. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Lambier, good. Lambier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is where Lambier looks to score often. He's really an accomplished interior scorer.
Got a piece of it. Right side Baylor. Lets it go from deep. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson.
Elgin Baylor.
Iverson's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Short. Now Butler. Morant outside. To the paint. Vucevic takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Outside Baylor. Moncrief against Butler. And Moncrief gets it to go. Moncrief's got the lead up to 5 now for Dallas.
Remarkable stuff from Moncrief so far in this one. He's just really hunting his shots.
Butler passes to Vucevic. Here's Short. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 4 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Boy, and that'll give him a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
So both teams making some changes here. Mavericks leading by 5. Murphy on top. Now recovering. Now here is Murphy. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Lowry's got 6 points. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Oladipo outside. And the pass to Murphy. Now here's Baylor. From the stripe, it's good. Baylor's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And you know, that goes to his versatility. Baylor with a number of scoring moves in his toolkit.
Passes it to Vucevic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, you know, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Lowry finds Smith. Here's Chambers. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Baylor. Here's Gilmore. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Short. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. Oladipo with the ball. Lowry picks him up. And Baylor throws it down.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
Pass to Short. Back to Lowry. The pass to Chambers. Kicks to Lowry.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Vucevic. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Second shot opportunity. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Gilmore is a glass eater. Ferocious rebounder, committed to grabbing as many as he can.
The Mavericks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Mavericks making a switch here. McGinnis is checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Butler's checked in. And there's a minute 45 left here in the third quarter. Lowry passes to Butler. Here's Chambers. Passes it to Vucevic. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Lowry. Good on the triple.
Kyle Lowry.
Lowry's got 9.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
At the elbow, Oladipo. He kicks it to Baylor. Pass to Murphy. And here's Oladipo. Here's Gilmore. No problem on the jumper in close. Gilmore's got 5 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Gilmore. And too long on the shot. Mavericks leading by 5. Now the pass to Baylor. Here's McGinnis, covered by Smith. The fadeaway. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, such a crafty player. Lowry excels at using his body to draw contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
Good on the second free throw. Lowry against Murphy. To the inside. Here's Gilmore. Smith with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here?